coalition forces kicked off offensive operations in Fallujah.
We went in to Fallujah at about 10 p.m. and the fighting started immediately. It's pitch black outside, and we all started piling out of the troop carriers. We went in on foot, and you could see the RPGs sailing out of the city towards us. And I thought, my God, what have we gotten into here?
The battle raged for 10 days.
Fallujah 2, first of all, is an extraordinary, difficult, and violent battle. I think the most intense combat U.S. forces had seen, certainly since the Vietnam War.
My name is Jesse Lopez, and I was a U.S. soldier from 2002 to 2006. I'm currently working overseas in Germany as a civilian at the largest army garrison in all of Europe. So the biggest struggle that I faced back in 2020 and that I'm still struggling with are the lack of American medical resources available to veterans that got out. So the first place that I turned to was my local U.S. Army Health Clinic in Vilsack. So this is their website, and if you scroll down, they'll basically let you know the reason for that. So basically what that means is if you do not have TRICARE primary care, then you will not be seen unless you have an emergency. For TRICARE, you have to be either active duty or you have to have served 20 years in the Army, a retiree, or you have to be a disabled veteran rated at 100% disability. So what I ended up doing was giving the health clinic a call anyways to see if they had any off-post referrals. And they did give me one, a lady named Laura Thornton, but unfortunately when I went to her page, it said that she was no longer accepting clients as her schedule was full. I then reached out to the Veteran of Foreign Wars, the VFW Tower Post in Grafenwehr, and they weren't much help except that they recommended me to talk to a local representative in Vilsack. And when I went to that office, I found out from the clerk there that there hadn't been a VA representative since COVID hit, and there was no plans of bringing them to Germany because of budget cuts. But there was one place that offered to help, and that place is called Medbo Wollershof in the city of Stornstein. But the only problem there is the language barrier. My German is not so good, and their English isn't either. I was working at a place where the employees weren't being taken care of, basically a toxic work environment where there was abuse and power. It's a story of deceit and lies, actually, and somehow it had re-triggered some symptoms that I had repressed, and it led to suicidal ideations. And it's a story that I hope to share with you someday when I'm no longer with the garrison.